Francesca's POV. A loud gasp left my lips when a glass slipped from my grip, making it fell and broke on the floor, shattered beyond repair. I sighed loudly, immediately crouched to get that big shattered piece on the floor and got a glimpse of the smaller ones. Pinong-pino yon at tila hindi na makita. How funny my feelings are same as this broken glass. I am deeply hurt. I was scarred beyond repair. Ang ilang basag maaari pang makita pero ang iba, sa sobrang pino halos imposible nang mabakas ng iba. You wouldn't know the pain of these shattered tiny pieces unless you stepped on it. Nagulat ako at napahawak sa pisngi nang maramdaman ang basa doon. Natanto ko na lang umiiyak pala ako kaya umiling ako. Binilisan ang pagkuha sa malalaking mga parte at winalis sa mga hindi ko na makita. Why am I so emotional? I caressed my stomach and sat on the bed before drinking my glass of milk. I am so sensitive. Ang utak ko maling napunta kay Jericho kaya mas sumikip ang dibdib ko at pinikit lalo ang mata. Am I too much? Am I too rude? But she still calls him by their endearment. Maybe they're really together? Pero bakit siya nandito sa akin? Pinalaya ko na siya, he should be with her. They could even get married. Total naman maayos ng divorce but my eyes landed on my stomach. I don't know what to do. I didn't know if I should prioritize my mental health and rest or think about giving my baby a whole family he deserved. Nakatulog akong mabigat ang loob. Pagkagising, halos mapaupo na ako sa banyo, kakasuka sa sobrang sama ng pakiramdam. I am dizzy and exhausted. Di ko na alam pa ang gagawin ngayon at nahihina ako ng ganito. I just want to be at ease, to not be too emotional and just be. I find it hard. Hormones? Inayos ko munang suot kong white coat at handbag bago lumabas ng kwarto para pumasok sa ospital. Pero natigilan ko sino mabungaran sa labas ng pintuan. I was shocked and bewildered, looking at Jericho resting his back on the wall in front of my door. Di ako kaagad nakagalaw kaya mabilis si Jericho napatayo mula sa pagkakaupo at dinaluhan ako. Ang kanyang ngiti kaagad kong nakita. Good morning, he greeted brightly, as if nothing happened last night in between us. He is wearing his casual working clothes too, a simple and navy blue dress shirt and trousers. What are you doing here? I asked in a strained voice. You're going to work, right? He asked when I began walking. Kaagad na Jericho kung sinabayan. I thought I could go to the hospital with you. How many times do I have to tell you to leave me alone? Nilingon ko sa Jericho, iritado. Pain washed on his jet black orbs but he quickly replaced it with a smile. I won't, he said. And I won't bother you. Sasabayan kitang pumasok. Di na ako umimik. Tahimik akong pumasok sa elevator nang magbukas iyon at nakasunod siya sa akin. Tumabi pa. I can feel his gaze on my side pero nanatili lang akong nakatingin sa reflection ko sa salamin. Di inaasahan ang pagtayo niya rin doon kaya nagkakitaan kami. My heart pounded painfully. Remembering the time we spent happily before. Wasn't really expecting we will turn like this. Nag-iwas ako ng tingin at mabilis lumabas pagkarating sa ground floor. He followed me. Mabilis ang lakad ko pero nakakaya niya pa rin akong sabayan sa laki ng hakbang niya. I will be having ultrasounds today. Kwento ni Jericho. I actually missed hearing baby's heartbeats. Mas humigpit ang hawak ko sa bag at nangingilid ng luha sa pilit na pinapasaya niyang boses habang nagkukwento. And I have a schedule for labor today. Tumawag yung asawa ng unang pasyente ko na dinala sa ospital kaninang madaling araw, yung buntis. He said they're having a baby boy. Tumingin ako sa paligid at naghanap ng masasakyan patungo ng ospital. Mabigat ba yung bag mo? He asked. Let me carry. Won't you shut up? I asked blankly when he tried taking my things away. He was stunned. Naparanok si Jericho saglit pero umiling din. Sorry. He heaved a sigh before chuckling lowly. Am I too loud? Hindi ako umimik. Kumalat lang ang noo at muling bumaling sa kalsada. I will try to stop myself from speaking too much, he uttered. I don't know, I really find myself being a talker with you when I am really not. My mom told me before she thought I was mute because I don't really speak. Nalaman niyang ganun lang talaga ako nung medyo lumaki. I gulped, remembering his stories before. I just don't talk that much. What would I say, right? He chuckled lowly. But anyway, have you eaten breakfast? Ako nang bahala sa lunch mo. Manong? I called and lifted my hand to call a tricycle and stopped it. Isa na lang to, iha. Ani Manong, kaya tumango ako at lumapit. Oh, yung kasama mo? He asked and pointed him, kaya't saglit akong bumaling kay Jerichong nakatingin sa akin. Ah, hindi ko po kasama. Sagot ko bago tahimik na tumalikod mula sa kanya at sumakay sa tricycle. When I got inside, the tricycle moved, so I took a glance on the side mirror and saw Jericho watching the vehicle driving away from him. I sighed. Nasapo ko ang dibdib at napapikit. Why is it hurting so much? When I got into the hospital, some of my colleagues greeted me. Wala ngayon ang mga dating senior ko dahil may convention abroad, kaya hindi ko na sila nakita at nakamusta. Di bale, kapag dumating makakwentuhan ko silang muli. Nakakamiss talaga ang buhay ng San Isidro. As I was grateful of the warm welcome of my colleagues, ang iba rito kilala ko na pero mas marami ang bago. Mga nurse lang madalas mga dati pang nandito. I suddenly thought of my friends, Kairis and Feby. How are they now? Are they mad at me for leaving that way? Without even telling him. Pumunta muna ako sa nurse station para kunin ang mga chart ng pasyente para pag-aralan nang marinig kong impit nilang asaran. Oh, bagong doktor sa OB? I overheard them giggling. Oo sis, nakakaloka. First day daw ngayon. Nakakaingit siguro mga nurse sa OB department. Sana all. My forehead creased. Inangat kong tingin at agad nakita sa Jericho, kakarating lang. He looked like a lost kid while walking towards us, even brushing his disheveled hair with his fingers. Akala ko tutungo siyang OB department, pero talagang dumiretso pa sa harapan ko at ipinatong ang braso niya roon. You okay? Did you reach here safe? Sunod-sunod na Jericho ang tanong. Yeah. Kumulot ang noo ko. Bakit? Ikaw? I was lost. He sighed and my eyes widened a bit. Inikot ni Kuya yung tricycle, tapos nang bumaba yung kasama ko, akala ko yun na. Napailing ako at bumaling sa dispenser. Water? No, I'm okay. He moistened his lower lip and fixed his collar. I walked from there to here. It's exhausting. Baka gusto mong maupo? I offered kindly and pointed the chair inside the nurse's station. Opo nga, Dok. Upo ka muna. One of the nurses happily offered it at nang nilingon ko siya, nagliliwanag na ang mata nito. Napanguso ako doon. Binalingan si Jerichong nakatitig sa akin. Medyo nakaawang pa ang labi at naghahabol ng hininga. Anyway, you're late. I pointed out and checked my wristwatch. Huwag ka na palang umupo. Inahanap ka ng pasyente sa delivery room. Really? His mouth parted. Dok, baka gusto mong itanong ko sa DR para kapag hindi, magpahinga ka muna. Bilis! Hinahanap ka na. Giit ko pa at nakita ko ang pagkalito sa mukha ni Jericho habang nakatingin sa akin pabalik sa nurse, pero muling napatitig sa mukha ko. My forehead creased and he tilted his head and smirked. Nagitla ko nang inangat ni Jericho ang kamay at kinalabit ang ilong ko bago umayos ng tayo. Alright, if my Francesca says I am urgently needed, I am needed, he said with an amused tone, even brushing my bangs a bit and left with his wide smile, almost hopping away from us. My brow shot up when he vanished. Naisip muli ang ginawa at napamura sa isipan ng matanto iyon. Mood swings? Sa buong araw na iyon, wala ako sa sarili. Dahil unang araw, nag-adjust pa ako. Nag-ikot sa pedia ward para makita mga bata at makipaglaro sa kanila. I suddenly remembered Stacy. How I missed my baby. I had fun playing with the kids, so seemed so fond of me. Luckily, masaya sila sa bagong patayong mini library at daycare center. Sa ospital, kaya masaya din ako at natuto sila kahit nandito sila naglalagi. Smiles from these lovely, innocent kids is such an overwhelming feeling. I cannot wait to have my own baby too. You want kiwi, my baby? I uttered when my stomach began making this weird sound, meaning I am hungry again. May mabibilhan kaya? Bulong-bulong ko sa sarili habang papasok ng opisina. I was planning to rest for a while and will go out to eat when I saw a small paper bag in it. Naglakad ako roon at unti-unti, inabot ang binuksan ko'y sumalubong sa akin. Ang makabagong amoy ng ulam. I took the Tupperware and saw out it was rice with a homemade food inside. Pirinyahang manok. My stomach made a sound more kaya't nagtubing ang bagang ko. Lalo pa na makita ang isang plastic at sinalubong ako ng halos kalahating kilong kiwi. Oh, I'm so hungry. I said and bit my lower lip. Halos takboy ng swivel ko para lang lantakan iyon. Nakatatlong kutsara ko kaagad. Kumuha pa ako ng isa at malaki atang bibig nang umanga. Pero saktong mabukas ang pintuan at halos mabog ako ang pagkain na makitang nakasilip na sa maliit na siwang doon si Jericho. Holy! Mabilis kong ibinaba ang kutsara. At natikom ang bibig. Hello po! Maliit na boses niyang bati at mas pinasok na ang buong ulo. Pwedeng makisabay? May cafeteria dyan, Doc. I said and frowned. Wala akong friends, he said like a kid before sliding himself inside and flashed a smile. May dala din akong foods, di sa opisina ka kumain. My brows shot up. Busy ako, Falcon. I have chocolate bars. Biglang sukol na Jericho, umawang ng labi ko. But okay, I guess I'm going. Umupo ka, I exclaimed and pointed the empty chair in front of me. Sino ba nagsabing ayaw ko? I caught the hidden smile on his face pero nawala yun ang sinimangutan ko. He walked slowly towards my direction, even glancing at my food. Sarap? He asked. Niluto ko yan. Hindi ko siya inimik. Agad kong inagaw ang hawak ng maliit na plastic sabay silip. San chocolate ko? I asked abruptly when I saw it was his Tupperware. Here, he said kaya nag-angat ako ng tingin. Sakto nasa tabi ko lang pala ang mukha niya, kaya't suminghap na ako nang tumama ang labi niya sa pisngi ko. Hoy! I gasped and pushed his face away. Chancing ka, ah? He looked at me like an innocent child. He smiled a little and shrugged. It's just an accident, but here's your chocolate, he said and took something from his pocket and showed me a chocolate bar. Nawala sa isip kong bigla ang ginawa ni Jericho na lapas tanganan. Mabilis akong umayos ng upo. Nilahad ang kamay ko para kunin ang pagkain pero medyo nilayo niya sa akin. What? I growled angrily and he laughed, amused. Limit to 2 bars per day, he said kaya't natahimik ako. Ano? I gasped. Why? Too much sweet is bad for... He glanced at me and sighed. For you, babe. Oh, I uttered, sighing. Remembering how I discipline myself when it comes to food this past few days. Pero pakitaan lang ako ng pagkain na gusto ko, lalantakan ko na agad ang lahat. 3? I negotiated. 2, he answered. 3? I asked with a small smile and he closed his eyes, as if trying to remove my expression on his mind. 2, he said in finality and opened it again. You choose, 2 or none. I felt sad for it. Napanunok pa ako pero muli ni Jericho akong pinakitaan ng isa pa, kaya't suminghap na ako tumango. Okay, 2, I said sadly and he chuckled, even touched my hair before putting a bar on my palm. Good girl, I will discipline your sweets, he said and I became fully distracted when I got the chocolate. My attitude became worse when the next days came. There are times I'm calm whenever Jericho's been following me around, but there are times I was fully annoyed at him. I think I loathed him sometimes. I could not even distinguish myself. Parang mas namanan ng anak ko ang pagka-attitude at mood swings ng tatay niya. Pa-check up na kaya ako ulit. Bulong-bulong ko habang papalabas ng opisina at papunta ng nurse station. I was having a good mood today, but when I saw Jericho, I was immediately annoyed. I heard the ladies laugh at di ko alam na mas may bubusangot pang mukha ko na makitang dikit na dikit ang babae sa kanya. Habang may pinapakita sa chart. Oh, I know that woman. She is an OB-GYN too. Jericho spoke her face as usual. Ang mga kamay niya nasa kanyang likuran habang dinudungaw ang pinapakita ng kasamang doktor. Ayos na sana yun pero kita kong pagdikit ng babae ng doga dito sa braso nito. What the heck? Nakita ko may sinabi ang babae sa kanya at natigilan si Jericho pero tumaas ang sulok ng labi at medyo natawa. Nailing pa kaya kumuyom ang kamao ko. Abat, so gusto mo? Sige, maghali ka na rin kayo dyan. I stomped my feet. I made sure my heels would make a scandalous sound at di na ako magtataka nang nilingon ako ng dalawa. Jericho's eyes brightened when he saw me. Good morning, doktora. He greeted pero di ko siya sinagot. Nagpapanggap na hindi narinig at tumitig na lang sa chart ko. Nagkunwaring may binabasa. Nalagpasan ko sila. I walked towards the station to check some other charts from the nurses. Kitang-kita kong pagtambay ni Gago doon sa may lamesa kung saan ako dumudungaw. Kumain ka na? He asked pero hindi ako umimik. Inabala ko ang mata sa binabasa. I can see the nurses looking our way. Ang katabi ko sumusila pa kay Jericho na kumakausap ata ng hangin sa harapan. Don't worry about your lunch. Ako na ang bahala. Aniya pero hindi ko pa rin siya hinarap. Tumayo pa ako. Initin ko na lang yung pagkain mo. Nurse, can you check this patient please? I cut him off by asking the nurse who looked baffled. Napatayo din to at alangang inabot ang hawak ko. Doktora? She called. Pasuyo ako, pa-check. Baka may allergy sa gamot o ano. Ask her guardian. I told her and when she left, binalingan ko si Jericho. Yes, may kailangan ka? I asked him coldly. I think I saw pain mirrored his black eyes but he replaced it with a smile. Busy ka? He asked. Obviously. I pointed my chart and he nodded, moistening his lower lip, looking lost. Sorry, I was just telling you about your lunch. Thanks for the offer but I don't want food from you. Sabat ko. So please stop bothering me. Natigilan si Jericho. Huli ko nang natanto ang nasabi ko kaya nag-iwas ako ng tingin at mabilis na umupo. Muling binabalingan ang binabasa. Walang salita siyang umalis. Wala rin akong narinig na kahit ano mula sa naiwang nurses kaya nanahimik na lang din ako. When lunch came, I was exhausted and stressed. Sinisigaw-sigawan ako ng nanay ng isang pasyente dahil umiiyak daw ang anak niya sa injection which is quite usual. She said it was my fault so I remained calm and apologized but she was still screaming at me. I calmly left the room and went to the nurse station to breathe some fresh air but Jericho's face is what I first saw. Hi, Doktora, he greeted. Here is your lunch. How many times do I have to tell you to stop bothering me? My voice is cold and hard. Nakita ko ang gulat ni Jericho doon. Are you okay? Tanong niya. Nangunot ang noo ko at hindi rin umimik. Sorry for bothering you. Here is your lunch. I know you're hungry. I'm full. Mariin at mahinang sagot ko para di marinig ng mga kasama namin. No, you weren't, he said. Come on, take it. Alright. Halos tumaas na ang boses ko. Kinuha ang hawak niya at nilapag sa mesa ko. There, happy? Now leave. Gulat na gulat si Jericho sa ginawa ko kaya napapikit ako ng mariin at humugot ng hininga. Sorry for bothering you. Mahinang sabi ni Jericho bago tumango at napahawak sa batok. Binigyan pa ako ng ngiti. I'll see you later. Eat well. He uttered before turning his back and left. Pinagmasdan ko siyang palayo at napabuntong hininga. Inabot ko ang paper bag bago naglakad patungo sa mga nurses at inabot yon sa kanila. Here guys, tawag ko na may ngiti. Pinabibigay ni Doc. Wow, talaga po, Doktora? They asked in amazement and I nodded and smiled a little. I left afterwards. Naabala akong muli sa mga pasyente ko at nag-asikaso sa pagtulong sa pagbabakuna. Halos 2:00 na ako natapos kaya gutom na gutom ako. I went out of the clinic intended for the vaccination when I caught Jericho. Naglalakad siya hindi kalayuan, papunta kung saan pero marahan ang lakad niya. He looks uneasy. I even caught him touch his head. Nahulog ang chart niyang hawak. He crouched to take it but he stopped for a while. Medyo napasandal siya sa pader at lalapit sana ako para tumulong pero tumayo rin siya. Kinuha ang chart at naglakad ng ayos. He will be okay, right? I went to my office instead to look for something to eat or buy something, but I saw a small yet familiar paper bag on my table. Nagtaka ako. Nilapitan niya at nakita ang maliit na note. I heard you gave the nurses your lunch. It's okay. Buti na lang may lunch din akong para sa akin. Sa'yo na lang. I heated this up. Don't worry. Eat well, babe. I love you. I froze. Binuksan ko ang Tupperware at nakita ko kanin yun na may kasamang mixed vegetables. May scrambled eggs din at may kamatis. May smiley face at puso rin na nakadrawing sa kanin gamit ang ketchup. My heart swelled. I realized how rude I was earlier, kaya habang kumakain naiiyak ako. Ang sama-sama akong tao. Hindi na ako ang dating si Francesca. Nasama na akong tao. I removed my tears. Kinuha ko ang phone ko para manood na nakakatawang videos or cute pets, pero nang maligaw ko sa pinapakaing puppy na cute, mas sumikbi na ako. Gusto ko rin, puppy. I uttered and cried loudly. Almost the whole day I did not even see him. He used to hang around here during his free time, kaya nung mga 5:00 na at pinasuyo sa akin na maghatid ng files kay Jericho, kinuha ko na. I walked towards the OB department. Kagad lumapit sa mga nurses na nag-uusap. Mukhang di mapakali.